Hey, hey, hey! Welcome to the journey of Taste Test Studios. So today we're actually going to bake something. We're going to cook something, right?
Yeah.
We're going to be cooking together. We're going to be trying to make some bagels with not many ingredients. Pretty much
Technically 2 ingredients, but I have to use 4.
We're going to get 2 ingredient bagels, but we're going to add some stuff to it to give it the good stuff. Anyways. Bailey's napping right now, but she might wake up in between and we might have Bailey pop in and out. You never know. But I plan on being the camera person so that way you guys can see what we're doing at a better angle. So with that being said, let's get a baking.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Okay, so I preheated our oven to 375. And I've made these before with regular all-purpose flour, but we're trying to be a little healthier and low carb, less gluten in our life. So I'm going to try these with almond flour, which I've never done. So I have 2 cups of almond flour. And then this is 3 teaspoons of baking powder and half a teaspoon of salt. And if you don't want to use almond flour, you could always use like self-rising flour or all-purpose flour and use the same amount of baking powder and salt. I just don't have any self-rising flour here. And then 2 cups of Greek yogurt, just plain non-fat Greek yogurt. And I'm going to use the spatula because it's a little bit sturdier. And then you just mix it together. Mix, 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 mix.
Mix, 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 mix.
I'm curious to see how these will turn out because I've made them with regular flour and they were super delicious and super yummy and super easy. And what I've read is with almond flour, it's kind of like a 1-to-1 ratio. So you mix it until it forms like a dough. Now this is in no way a dough, so things could get interesting because this is very wet. When I made it with regular all-purpose flour and baking powder and salt, it was more dough-like. Ultimately, you kind of want it like a soft dough that you can like form with your hands and form bagels. About another 1/4 to 1/3 of a cup. See how it's starting to get a little stiffer? Maybe. Nicholas, do you see?
To me, it just looks like a pile of cream cheese.
Cream cheese?
Yeah.
Cream cheese is white. This is like tan.
I don't know, from my point of view.
Twist! We're adding flour. So the almond flour, I don't know if it was almond flour. I should have experimented with almond flour bagels. But it really wasn't coming together, so I'm just going to kind of add some just regular all-purpose flour and see what happens. So they won't be fully gluten-free, but we're okay with that. It's not like we're eating gluten-free for medical reasons. It's more by choice to maybe be healthier. Also, since we've been stuck at home, I've been baking like bread and experimenting. I made like flatbread, and so we've been eating a ton of bread.
Truth. Bread is life.
Bread is life. But it also
Is death.
can be.
So, anyways, so we're trying to get to more dough consistency. Since you add the yogurt, it just gets really wet.
It gets really wet, and maybe I shouldn't have done 1-to-1 ratio with flour and yogurt. Maybe I should have done like 1/2 to 1.
But see, this is part of the journey.
It's part of the journey. This is the experiment with baking.
This is the journey of taste
Will they
tests.
even turn out? Who knows?
Who knows?
So I'm going to plop it on a floured surface with regular flour because the almond flour is not working.
But
Maybe.
if you want to experiment with almond flour and do fully almond flour, feel free to let us know what you did.
If you know, like,
some tricks
to baking with almond flour,
yeah, leave it in
let
the
us
comment.
know.
Yeah, let us know. Because, we have this bag of almond flour.
Yeah.
We need to use it.
So you want to kind of go until it's not really super sticky, and this is still super wet and super sticky. But it is holding its form better. Okay, so this recipe should make 8 bagels. So we're gonna use, I have a bench scrape. It is my absolute favorite kitchen tool. So I'm gonna cut it in half, and then cut those halves in half, and then cut those halves in half-ish. Kind of eyeballing it, so they might not be perfect. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna roll them in a ball, kind of almost like a big loaf, and then I'm gonna put my thumb in, and I'm going to create the bagel shape.
Look at all those bagels!
So we formed them all. When I did them with regular flour, they didn't really spread out or rise too much, so we might have a big bagel blob. Who knows? But now you can pretty much top them with whatever you want. So I'm going to whisk an egg here. Some people add water to it. I don't.
Extra protein.
And so I just take my...
Because with like an egg wash and such, you get that golden brown.
Yeah, it gives you that golden brown. But also, if you're going to top it, it gives your topping something to stick to. So... I kind of made like my own everything bagel seasoning. I have minced onion, garlic powder, salt, pepper, sesame seeds, and poppy seeds. And so, I mean, there are like everything but the bagel seasonings you can buy like on Amazon or Trader Joe's or Sam's Club. Because we love everything bagels, so.
So yeah, sprinkle it on, and then do that 8 more or 7 more times to get all your bagels.
So we're gonna try 4 with everything. I haven't done this, but I've heard of people just putting cheese on it, and it makes like a cheese bagel. So we're gonna do 4 everything, 4 cheese. So here they are. They're nice and topped. They look pretty. Ooh. And now we're gonna put them in the oven. Put them in the oven and bake them for about 20 minutes. And then often I'll crank up the heat to like 450 and bake them for another couple minutes just to get nice and crispy. The cheese crisped up a little bit. They're still kind of soft, but I'm just hoping they set up as they sit. We're just going to let them be.
We're going to let them be.
Would you agree?
I agree. I concur. Bailey is eating dinner with us, but she's got her... What's she eating tonight?
Sweet potatoes and corn.
Sweet potatoes and corn. All right. So anyways, we have made... So we both are going to eat some the cheddar bagels we made. We made some like egg sandwiches. So we're going to dig in. So let's tell you how it is. Here we go. I would say that it tasted good. This one, I think with the almond flour, it gave it more of like a cornmeal bagel texture.
Yeah.
Like it tastes like you took grits or like cornmeal or even like
oatmeal. It almost tastes like fried mush.
Like fried mush.
If you've ever had that. It has that consistency.
So I would say if you use almond flour, that's probably what you're gonna get. If you use normal flour, we did that. We used normal flour the first time we did this.
Oh, they were so good.
And they actually had the chewiness and the texture of bagels. So actually,
these are still good.
They're still good.
I do prefer them with the regular flour.
Yeah. So if you make this, if you need to do gluten free, do almond flour. It'll work. It'll taste like fried mush or fried what do you?
Fried mush.
Fried mush, fried grits, basically, cornmeal, or like yeah. But if you don't need to skip the gluten, make it with flour, like 2 cups of flour.
2 cups flour, 2 cups yogurt.
And it'll have like the same texture and feel of a normal bagel. So,
yeah. Anyways,
this is delicious. I would encourage you to put this cheese on it. It gave it a good flavor. So, anyways, you can touch that, or you can click on that video. It was our last video. You can click on this video as a video that YouTube thinks you will like. And we'll see you all next time. Thanks for joining us on the journey.
Bye.
Bye.